always hit our ass. Ay, Christ almighty, who the hell are we?
It's like, wait a minute, they're doing okay. Like, you know, like
Neverland.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It is me, Sean Tank Top, or Sean Short Sleeves at least right now. But I'm over here at Katsune Tank Top. I'm hanging out with Jenny Lee. What's going on, Jenny Lee?
Not much. How are you doing, Sean?
I'm doing so good. I'm super excited. I'm super stoked. I think we both are. Because we're starting a new show. We've talked about this. We pitched it. I think we talked about it last year.
Well, I remember when we first. It was ages ago. I feel like it was maybe 2 years ago. I was like, Sean, have you ever watched Band of Brothers? And you were like, no. And I was like, and it's finally here.
Right, we're here.
It.
Yeah, we're doing it. It's Band of Brothers, you guys. The classic, gargantuan, generational hit, Band of Brothers, of which I have never seen. Totally in my fucking wheelhouse. This is my late father's Blu-ray copy.
Oh, wow.
Loved this fucking show. Somehow never checked it out. I kind of have an idea of what I'm in for, but what am I in for, Jenny Lee? And why are you so excited to rock this? And how long has it been since you've seen it?
Okay, so I've watched it all the way through probably 4 or 5 times.
Wow.
It is immersive, I'm gonna call it.
Please.
As like a massive World War II buff.
Yeah.
And like a military history aficionado,
Yeah.
I'll call myself.
Yeah.
It is, there's no other piece of media that I've seen that has made you feel like it is not glamorizing it. It is not propaganda about it. It is just a view into the world.
Okay.
When this was made, like the
2001,
effects that we're getting are it's fucking realistic, and it's like horrifying, and it's just real.
I can't wait.
Real good.
I'm just ready to get into this.
Yeah,
thing.
let's do it. Yeah.
All right. Well, if you guys want to get early and uncut access to the next episode of Band of Brothers, and you guys want to see our reactions to it, my first go through with this shit, and you guys want to get early and uncut access to that, you guys can do that by becoming a part of the Patreon. The link's in the top pinned comment. It's in the description below. Click that shit. Head on over. Just hit us up with just $8 at the premium streaming tier, and that gets you full and uncut access to all of our Band of Brothers coverage.
So...
Right. Oh!
Grenade! Oh shit!
Oh,
get it out!
grab it.
Get it out!
One lucky bastard, Joe.
Or just hit us up over there, but if you can't do that, you still want to help us out, you can hit us with a like and subscribe. Ring the bell thingy, because that shit always helps. It never fucking hurts. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with us.
They said, who would like to volunteer for the airborne? So we said, what the hell's the airborne?
New division,
From
whole
a
new thing.
small town. 3 fellows in that town were 4F committed suicide because they couldn't go
Yeah.
at different time.
The guy said, well, you jump out of airplanes. You know, you got all your army equipment and you jump out of airplanes.
Say that to a 17-year-old
fight the enemy.
kid. You know what I mean? Like, hell
Different
yeah.
time.
The guy giving the speech was saying, but you get paid $50 a month more.
Oh, shit.
So that made it $100.
Yeah. very like desaturated, like kind of thing. Oh, here we go. We got some mullets over here. We got a little Travis Bickle action. All right. Oh man, they're getting ready for a drop. Are they? But they must be training.
High winds on the drop zone. No jump tonight. The event has been postponed.
This is quite a surprise.
Not particularly. It so happens I rather expected it.
Which one is that?
See how you people can pass up $80,000
I know what you
for the call.
If you're so interested in serving a
That's
cause, why don't you...
Get it grand. He has a very particular thing. It's like, even though it's like this guy. Oh wait, hold on. Is that Fassbender?
I think Fassbender is.
Is that fucking Michael Fassbender? Crazy young as fuck.
Nope.
I fucking love this guy.
I think it's
Ron Livingston.
That's his name.
Yeah.
Thank you, Livingston.
How are you, man?
You know what I want? Even though he's getting a little office space, it's like I would rather prefer to do nothing all day long anyway. So it's totally up my alley.
Should have been born earlier, Nix.
What, and give up all this?
Doesn't everybody think that though? Kind of, you know.
I mean, as much as I am enamored with like the World War II era, I have no desire to have been born then. That would have been terrible. I would have died very quickly.
Yeah.
It's like can't open your own bank account and shit like that. You'd have to kill your husband if you wanted to get out of the fucking marriage type shit. Like
that said, don't have to work, which would have been nice. Good.
Well, no, like a fucking janitor could fucking like support a whole family.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Buy a house, have a secret family next to the airport. You know what I mean? Like on just a pay like that.
Yep. Okay. Yes.
Oh damn.
Okay, so
okay.
I was like, no, I thought we started in training.
Okay.
It was, okay, so this
all right.
is.
Okay, so they're doing. Okay, I got you.
You people are at the position of attention.
Name, Malarkey, Donald G.
Oh my God, that is an unfortunate, especially in this era too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
Butt plate hinge spring private bullshit revoked.
Now, thanks to these men and their infractions, every man in the company who had a weekend pass has lost it.
dude.
These shorts are good. Bring back shorts for fellas.
I think
good all their
we're
like.
kind of there. I think we're in a shorter. We're in like the 5-inch era right
yes,
now.
They're
they're coming up to about right here.
They're
you know
above
what I
the
mean?
knee, but I like they're sitting pretty high as
well.
well.
These are those are like 4 inch. Those
Yeah.
are like 4 or 3.5 inch
Yeah.
guys. Yeah.
What do we do? Do not help that man! Do not help that man! Stop!
Shit.
13 minutes to get to the top of this mountain!
Yeah, I mean, if you need somebody to have a shit heel that you're gonna kind of hate, casting David Schwimmer is pretty
He's
fucking
so
perfect.
good.
Like,
Hi ho, Silver! That's like, he's fucking.
Here, come on! Come on out, let's go! Come on, go here! Christensen, come on, put you down there, come on!
I guess we're all gonna run in our Chuck Taylors and we're all gonna have shin splints by the time we're 29.
23 minutes!
But I think he's probably going to be like a colonel or something like that, like a little higher up or whatever. But Dale Dye was the army guy who did all of the training. He heads like the training for all these movies, but because he looks so great and he's very well spoken, like, hey, we need this guy to be like a part of the show.
Some
you know
kind
what I mean?
of, yeah.
Yeah. Like an Arlie Army type
Yeah.
situation. Like, you did this for real. Let's put you in the movie.
I'm gonna say something.
Joe.
Oh, this guy was he was later in The Walking Dead, I think.
Oh, no kidding.
Hey, the winners! Why do you think, Private Ranneman?
Lieutenant Sobel hates us, sir.
Lieutenant Sobel does not hate Easy Company, Private Ranneman. He just hates you.
Thank you, sir.
Pour him!
That's Fassbender.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Disobeyed a direct order. You will fill your canteen and repeat all 12 miles of the march immediately.
Yes, sir.
Fall out!
Jesus
God
Christ.
What in the name of God are you doing with my company? You're late and you allow... I want the names of 6 men. Their infractions and your disciplinary recommendations on my desk by 0130. Is that clear?
Go find the shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I'm going to turn you into me.
So.
Yeah, exactly.
Not to compare him to a literal Nazi, but he's doing an Elon, and we're just like, he's like, tell me the 5 things you did this week. You know, like a prick.
Go! You just broke both your legs, Private Gordon. Get yourself.
Oh, yeah, they got to get him. It's like if you're fucking squeamish, we got to get that shit out of you because you're gonna be crawling through.
Worse than pig
guys, yeah, dude guts and stuff.
Believe every bit of that is thanks to you. Congratulations, Captain Sullivan.
That's him. That's Dale.
Oh.
That's the real guy.
Nice.
Didn't that Lieutenant?
This man had 200 coconut pictures. How in the name of God was he gonna have the strength?
I think I can't remember. I can't remember what book it was that I read it in, but this one guy was talking about like I think I hated my fucking my CO more than I fucking did any German that I ever fucking crossed. You know?
Congratulations. I think a special meal before their afternoon off would be a welcome change of pace. Would you agree?
Yes, sir.
This feels like it's just a test.
I like spaghetti. Orders changed! Get up! Races are canceled!
You set it all up.
He's
just
a
to
fucking monster.
Oh, and they're gonna fucking. They're gonna be yakking that shit up too, and everything. Is that what's gonna happen?
It's fucking massacre.
Oh God.
Oh, watch out, Private Hoobler! Back up those ears!
Back up those ears.
We always hit our ass. Aye, Christ almighty, who the hell are we?
It's like, wait a minute, they're doing okay. Like, you know, like
he's fucking mad about it.
We never laugh.
Oh shit.
C-47 aircraft scheduled for today.
Ooh, Steve Graham. He was in Lock, Stock 2.
Oh.
And he was in what was it? Snatch, and he's
one of those Guy Ritchie guys.
Yeah. One of those Guy Ritchie guys. One of those guys.
Yeah.
He looks nervous, like he doesn't like jumping out. He's got afraid of heights. Damn, that looks so good. Because they sound like they're doing it for real. Look at this fucking nervous Nelly son of a bitch.
Sweating.
No leaning in my company. Are those dusty jump wings?
He's doing a pretty good. He's doing a pretty good impression.
Jump wings.
Now they're figuring it. He's got such a shit fucking heel ass fucking face. It's so funny. Like he looks like a fucking basset hound.
Yeah, he
you know
does.
What I mean?
He does.
Looks like a little basset hound, like a
face.
long face.
Yeah.
Looks like the full time.
Everything I've heard about him is that he's a doll.
Oh, sure.
Good to work
with.
with.
Sure. Yeah,
Nice
yeah. Right.
guy.
Oh no, I don't doubt that. I mean, like, but you know, just like as far as just like.
He
Oh yeah,
like
no, you're awesome. You've got
like
a
a fucking
punchable ass
jag.
fucking face there, bud.
Yep.
Let's just get him. Sir, we have perfect cover here.
He seems out of his element.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and his head looks like shit in that fucking helmet. Nice. Don't let that be the look on your face before you die.
Yeah.
Company. Easy Company, 2nd Battalion, 506.
Is this where he's a little out of his depth? Maybe. It's like maybe you should just be training guys, like that's like what you, or just be drilling or something like that.
Yeah,
you know,
he's
like,
obviously
you're
like
good in that way,
a skilled, yeah.
But maybe
drill
as far as like,
but
in the field.
It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all of Easy Company were kind of like, oh Christ, we're
Like-
supposed to be following this guy.
Yeah,
in battle?
exactly,
Fuck
yeah.
that. He's not making good decisions.
You gotta admit it. He's got no chance. Either the crowd still get him, or one of us.
Oh, man.
You know, I'm always fumbling with grenades. It'd be easy if one went off by accident, you know?
Now, they must have put him in charge for a reason.
Yeah, because the Army wouldn't make a mistake, right, Jeff?
Yeah, they never do something like
Right.
that.
I mean, you wonder about it, like, I mean, and I know that there's been examples of it happening where it's just like, listen, like, let's just like break this guy's leg or something like that
Yeah.
on accident, just so we know that we're not going to be fucking cooked when we get out there. You know what I mean? Like,
Told you I'd have to kill you, so don't tell me.
I love when they do these like train shots and you see
New York City.
the like behind the scenes and it's a bunch of guys outside just like shaking.
oh
big
yeah, yeah,
box
yeah.
of
They're just
people.
sitting there, just like, oh my god. It's like my forearms are really fucking hurting. Like, quit blowing the lines, Livingston.
Since when do I drink? If I thought you'd drink it, I wouldn't offer it to you. Nice.
Closer, closer to that fucking to that coast. They've been like moving, like they got to North Carolina, and now they're fucking like now they're getting ready to get shipped out.
Soon your son will drop from the
Damn.
sky to engage and defeat the enemy.
Damn.
Look at these fucking
Jesus.
like, can
Right?
you imagine the smell of that place?
Oh god, no! Yeah, well, and everybody's like smoking like a chimney
Everybody's
too, and everything.
smoking, everybody's sweating, a couple people
Yeah.
are vomiting.
Yeah, totally.
Flamingos are mean. They bite. So are the naked native girls.
With any luck.
It pays me 10 grand a year for the rest of my fucking life.
10 grand.
10 grand a year, man.
What if they send us to North Africa?
My brother's in North Africa. He says it's hot.
Really?
It's hot in Africa.
Point is, it don't matter where we go.
I'm a Jew.
Congratulations. Get your nose out of my face.
Oh, the nose specifically.
Yeah.
Nice one, bud.
Yeah. I don't know if you caught it, but they were talking about Damian Lewis's character, Winters. He's a Quaker.
Yeah.
It's like,
Fighting over sober. That's
there's a whole fucking fight. And
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
just
They're just
like,
like,
go
whatever.
fish.
No, it's probably like the 5th one that day.
Yeah,
you
so
know?
true. Woo.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Why is there a fence here?
Well, no, because it's one of those things like where he's like he is so detail oriented and like it's like anytime that there's like a deviation, which is going to happen constantly in the field,
Yes.
and he just does not know. Like he's detail oriented, but
That's
he
not
can't
the
like
point. We're the
he
goddamn-
gets flustered when it's about adapting. You know. To
Goddamn hell.
oh my god, that's Simon Pegg.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh
yeah.
fuck,
Peg's in
I
this.
totally.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
holy
Peg's
shit,
in this.
like Jesus.
There's a wild bear crap in the woods, son.
That's basically you're doing John Wayne, basically. Like,
What is the goddamn holdup, Mr. Sober?
A fence!
Goddamn platoon on the move!
Yes, sir!
I mean, wouldn't that be like? It's a fence. You just cut the fuck like.
Well, but okay, so they're doing these trainings in like the fields of like some nearby farmers. who are
Right,
living
right,
these,
right. They
So
don't
they're
wanna
just
fuck-
cutting this guy's
Oh, God
fence.
damn
So
it.
like they're not. He's just reading the map wrong.
Yeah.
Like they're just in the wrong place.
Yeah.
There to move left with second. I'll be right up the middle with third. Go. Yes, sir.
They're just going without him.
I think they're in a different group.
Okay. Oh yeah, they're in a different group,
He's
but they're
leading
like,
these guys.
we can't wait for Sobel. We
Yeah.
just gotta,
Yeah.
you know, we have this is a war
Yeah.
game. We gotta fucking just
Exactly.
We just gotta adapt.
Yeah.
Because we're about to get a legit. What's all this then?
Turn around. Bloody hell.
These
Like,
goddamn
who does
Americans,
himself
these
up?
ghastly Americans
Yeah.
are everywhere.
What I wouldn't do for this man's tweed suit.
Yeah, right. No shit.
You've done it now, Yanks.
What a fucking knob.
Would that be the enemy?
As a matter of fact, yes.
Major Horton ordered you to cut the fence.
Yes, he did.
Major Horton is on leave in London.
Oh, man.
Get those cows out of here.
We got cows. Oh, but now he's going to go crazy.
Look at these English girls, like, hello, boys.
I know, right?
Quite literally why I exist.
What's that?
Quite literally why
Is that
I
right?
exist.
There you go.
And sent a runner.
No runner found me, Captain.
Irregardless, when given a task to perform by a ranking officer, you should have delegated. Spend your weekends on the base anyway, Dick. Be a man, take the punishment.
Jesus Christ.
May I borrow your pen, sir? My endorsement, sir. I request trial by court-martial.
I request trial by combat, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, fuck you. Like,
yeah.
We'd all better be clear of the consequences.
Damn.
I don't care about the consequences. John, we could be lined up against a wall and shot.
I mean,
I will not follow that man into combat.
I mean...
and at that point, your choices are like death or death.
No, that's
right?
what it is.
Like,
Yeah,
that's
that's what it
the
is.
worst
It's like,
possible
well, it's like, yeah,
of
right.
either way. What's the lick in the pencil thing? Never.
Yeah, I know.
Old timey
maybe,
pencils.
you know,
used
it
to-
might have been like how they were back in the
Yeah.
day or something like that. Or like, so basically, are they
No longer.
essentially
Wish to
writing and signing, be like, I don't trust this man. I mean, like,
Yeah.
they're just kind of they're putting it in writing, essentially.
Yes.
Like, yeah, this is a fucking murderer's row.
Mhm.
Like, oh, it's that guy.
It's a
Like, there's
fucking-
so many.
Yeah,
of
oh,
them.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
There's so many of those motherfuckers.
Yeah. No, but this move that they're taking, I mean, like,
Oh, yeah,
these guys
shoot.
really
I'll
did
have
this.
you all
Like, this
shot.
is all. Yeah.
Sergeant Harris.
Sir.
Turn in your stripes, collect your gear.
Damn.
You are hereby. All of you NCOs have disgraced the 101st Airborne. You can consider yourself lucky, that which leaves me no choice but to spare your lives.
If we didn't need you
Get 'em
so
all.
bad, we
Get
would
out
have
of my
fucking.
sight.
Yeah,
damn,
truly.
that's crazy.
Get. Turn in their stripes.
As staff sergeants, they have a great amount of influence, sir. But as I say, the rest are good men.
You look so little in that.
I know that chair.
I think that's a very deliberate choice.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
This business of the Oyster Parachute Training School at Chilton Foley. The idea is for non-infantry
He's such a little fucking dweeb,
vital to
dude.
becoming a
Ugh.
I'm reassigning you to Chilton Foley.
If you were smart, you'd be into this because you know that you suck.
But
easy company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of feel for him, but he's also such a fucking jag, and he'd get people killed.
No,
and
no,
at the
that's
very
no, no,
least-
it's
Yeah.
like no. You can whip him into
Yeah.
shape.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
you can
Permission
like.
to speak, sir.
Granted.
Get your basset hound net looking ass out of here.
Who will be?
Don't let us down now.
No, sir.
Even though it is, you got to give it to him. I mean, like, this is a thankless role. Like,
Yeah.
and it's almost to be able to do it well, and to fully commit to it
Mhm.
is like, you know, because like a lot of actors, like they want to be fucking king shit. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, and
Yeah.
it's like the John Cazale like kind of thing. He
Yeah.
was Fredo in all of the.
Oh, sure, okay.
And he just always played like these very pathetic things, and it's like
Right.
it's very giving of himself in that
Mhm.
way, you know. All right.
Like the story needs the character, and the character needs to be done
Yeah.
well.
And
there is a glory. It's kind of like being the villain, like giving yourself
Yeah.
up to being hated. Like
Right,
you've done
right.
it right if everyone
Right.
fucking hates.
But
you.
especially when it's like super, like it's like a really kind of pathetic like type thing.
Yes.
To do pathetic
Yes.
and to really commit to that,
Could
like
we call like Joffrey that kind of?
so.
character? He's,
Well,
like, such a
Tommen is
little
much
fucking
more that.
shit. Yeah,
Tommen is much
sure.
more pathetic. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
Joffrey.
Even
Because
worse than being,
sometimes like as you're the bad guy, but you're
Yeah.
like, you know, you're having you're the cock of the walk motherfucker.
Yes,
You know what
right,
I mean?
exactly.
So,
He got to at least think the character thought he was being a badass, sort of.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Somebody's tail is knocked up. A few lads, actually, so I can get your mince pies from some of this Jerry Clobber, if you know what I mean.
Damn, that guy has a
Not
fucking
really.
accent.
Not really.
Like,
Yeah. Luger? I'm dying to get my hands on a real Luger. Yeah, go on in.
so they're impersonating. They're impersonating guys. The Jerry.
Oh.
Boy, she sure is a doozy. Yeah, it's Tucker, isn't it? What? Hey?
Tucker, innit?
Hey,
What?
Betty!
He's like, hey,
Oh yeah,
come
well,
back.
that's my gun. Like,
You're having a bar if you think you're half-inch in that.
He's fucking cockney. It's so funny.
yeah.
Not some draft D who's gonna get him killed.
Are you ticked because they like me? Because I'm spending time to get to...
Never put yourself in a position where you can take from these men.
He's kind of like, you know what he is? He's like, this guy's, because this is the guy who's taking over, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And
Oh no,
Oh,
this
no,
guy
nice.
is.
Training jump?
Yeah, no, Buck's not.
oh,
in
okay,
charge.
okay.
Close the flap.
But I think he's like he's an NCO or something.
Yeah.
Two, the ultimate field problem.
Yeah, no, it is crazy. I mean, it's just crazy.
The
It's like
estuary
you,
of the Dove River divides two beachheads, codenamed Utah.
you look at some of this shit, and it's just like, yeah, during like COVID with fucking dipshit like in charge, like we couldn't move 3,000 pallets of fucking PPO across the country for the country that fucking planned D-Day. You know what I mean? Like, are you fucking crazy? Like,
Not only planned D-Day, but created
and-
also like for like distractions so that they wouldn't know that.
yeah,
we
yeah,
were
they
doing
didn't know exactly where we were going. Like,
3-day supply, K-rashes, chocolate bars.
I do love the fact that like we've kept this very small. We've just been with these guys. We're doing basic training. We're doing all this stuff. We're kind of learning all these things. And now like, oh my God, we are part of D-Day. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
yeah,
like,
I
it's
mean,
just-
they have no idea that what D-Day is going to. But
Right,
being
right.
told
But
there's a
but,
garrison
like,
and
we
you're
kinda-
going
but-
to destroy it.
Where it's just like where things like are just.
And a pair of nasty skivvies. What's your point? You know, they stop weighs as much as I do. I still got my shoot, my reserve shoot, my May West, my M1.
Yeah, like fucking 60,
Well, you keep
70
your
pounds
brass
worth of shit.
I can use them.
But just like as far as like the acceleration, like we're doing all this stuff, like kind of just like we're training, kind of doing stuff. Oh my God, we're about to fucking like truly be in the theater of this fucking insane shit. Like,
yeah.
Whoa. You gotta love cops.
Alright, listen up!
Fucking chief of police sent him a
Not sign
gun.
your GI life insurance policy!
To me, I tell him. A couple hours before we jump? I don't know.
Yeah.
but it's like I don't know, like
Why
what
are
would
they
you do with that
springing these
information
things
other
on?
than just
Yeah.
rattling your shit, like
Right.
you
Just an
know?
extra 80. Soldiers of the regiment. Tonight is the night. Nice.
Of gnats.
Trained for over 2 years.
That's why they gave us ice cream.
Yeah.
I rather expected it.
Well, I can't see how you people can pass up $80,000 for the
Filmmaking. We started here. And
Yeah,
now
oh,
we've,
yeah,
like,
yeah, absolutely.
followed
Yeah, they
the
did the
whole
thing.
series. Yeah, they did
You
the
know,
thing.
you want to? Well, you want to know?
That's the thing.
It's not quite as stark as this, but they did steal a little bit of the structure from Goodfellas. Actually,
Yeah,
So it does,
sure.
does the same. It does the same move where it
Uh-huh.
has a scene and then you go up to that. You go up to that scene.
I woke up.
This guy's fucking bottom lip this whole
Got the wrong goddamn jacket. I'm Bill Garnier's brother.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Oh shit.
Is that what he did? Did he just put it in his pocket, or?
I guess so. And
Oh,
he's
Jesus.
and it was his brother.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's Garnier. Jeez, there's parts of this I'm like completely.
Huh.
I forgot. I've seen it so many times. I don't know. My ADHD. I don't remember fucking shit about Dick ever. I could read Harry Potter and be like, Snape dies.
Yeah,
like,
right.
fucking.
They're gonna bring us right up to when they take off, and then we're gonna do D-Day next episode.
A little bit.
Just a touch, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And again, pretty sparse with the score. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, and then so like when they do it, it you know, it's got heft and oh, here they go.
The actors did a good job of like this sort of forlorn.
No, I mean like
staring
that
into
looks
the
very
distance.
much like some of the
pictures,
like, documentary
yeah,
footage
exactly.
from like Why We Fight
Yes.
and like all that
Yep,
shit like
exactly.
like in that whole thing that all those like old, there there was that series of like Why We Fight, like those old school like documentaries that they made. Fucking Frank Capra, who directed It's a Wonderful Life, made all of those films.
Shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll meet up with you over there.
I like that they could do a very melodramatic thing. It's like you knew and you didn't tell me or whatever it is, but
Yeah.
they're just handling it.
Yeah.
Like
One now, another 30 minutes in the air.
there's another reason. There's also a reason why these guys are in this outfit, because you have to have
Mhm.
like a kind of a mind over matter type of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Jesus, always.
Like you literally have to hoist them up. They can't fucking lift themselves.
Yeah, right. And it's
It's
him,
also a little
it's
moment.
him that's doing it too.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Damn, dude. That air signal is making me look.
And it's also like
No, like those weren't the air sick
B-movie,
pills.
man.
That was my own private stash. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm fucking freaking out, man. like Parker Poe's like, I need my lorazepam. Popper, no.
I need my lorazepam.
Damn.
So this episode has been Fellowship of the Ring, and we are jumping right in.
Yeah.
To
right.
Return of the King.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah. We're going straight to Gondor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I mean, like, genuinely, also Lord of the Rings, like this, was World War,
World War One.
One-
Yeah. Oh shit. And it's just old school prestige TV.
Mm-hmm.
It's right like you were saying. It's just like it's like a really really well made
Mm-hmm.
like feature film
Like these
like level of like
yeah.
that's really like that's really these
Mm-hmm.
airplanes taking off and shit.
Like the way we as a country came together and like, did all this, and now
Right.
like it would be like I just can't even wrap my head around our country doing anything like this, coming
Yeah.
together and
Oh right.
and
I mean like and
building planes. Like how many fucking planes? I mean, you'll see in the next episode. Like
Oh, yeah.
just an unfucking godly number of
the
planes
scale of it. I mean like
that
it's
mostly women just fucking built from scratch
Yep.
in like a year. Thousands.
yeah. Well, I mean again it was
Little fucking planes. Like,
Crazy.
just pumping them out.
Or it's like I like how intimate that this has like started with, and now it could not be more epic.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Mhm.
in scale and shit. Oh my god. It'll be okay, Fassbender. Don't worry.
Pretty good effects for the time. Pretty
Oh,
good.
of course,
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, no. Here's the other thing. That it bears to keep it, or you should bear in mind. If the movie is good and the effects are a little wonky,
Yeah.
it doesn't fucking matter because
Yeah.
I'm
You're looking right
bought
past it.
in, and it's just the idea
Yeah.
of this. Like I'm getting chills right now. Like
all the
Woo,
ships and
yeah,
the water and the
everybody.
planes,
Ugh.
and that's what it fucking looked like. That's
Ugh.
what they did.
Ugh.
So
right. Oh.
grenade. Oh shit.
Oh,
Get it out.
grab it.
Get it out.
One lucky bastard, Joe.
If you ever get the chance,
Huh.
go to the World War II Museum in New Orleans. It is
Yeah.
unfucking fucking
You've told me about that
real.
before. Yeah, yeah.
It's unreal.
So do you think they got like a stinger? They got like a stinger scene or something like that? You know?
I don't remember
I'm
that
joking.
being the case. I mean, I wouldn't put it past HBO, but
No. But like this is before that. I'm just what was it? Is that weird? There's like Kingsman movies,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
There's a
Never watched
fucking
them.
scene in it. Like, I think the first one's okay. The second one, not so much, even though it's got Pedro in it. Like the and then there's another one where it's like a prequel type thing or whatever, and it's kind of during World War II, and it's like I'm a Indiana Jones guy, type shit. So I enjoy the era. I enjoy that type of stuff or whatever. But there's a part where like Hitler gets like a fucking like Thanos like MCU reveal, like walks out, it's like boom, and it's like shot from both. It's like it's so fucking weird. Yeah, and I'm just like, we do not need to make this motherfucker look cool or badass in any way, like whatever.
He was a
fucking
fucking loser.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
honestly,
it's like,
I've been reading some so I saw some quotes from Hitler because there was this whole kind of myth sort of that like Hitler hated red lipstick, right? And so that came out in like the 30s. There was like this newspaper article that like it was about Nazis ban makeup, and it was like, oh, Hitler hates makeup, Hitler hates red lipstick, which like can't have really been true because when they raided the Eagle's Nest, Easy Company, they found Ava Braun's makeup. There was a photographer. She took pictures and she had like fucking like what, Estee Lauder or something, like
really?
red lipstick. Like she had lipstick, and so like it was a bit of a
Coco Chanel. Nice.
Right. It was a bit of a myth.
Yeah.
It wasn't Estee Lauder. Who the fuck was it? Anyway,
whatever.
it doesn't matter. I mean, I care.
No, right.
But still, there was this whole. It was a bit of a morale thing. There was this quote like, beauty is your duty, that like women at home need to like look beautiful to like cheer up everyone
Stick it
around
to those
you.
Nazis by putting like whatever. Hell
and
yeah, dude.
like every single cosmetics company in like Britain, in like
and that's
Europe and America.
Red lips is like an Americana.
I mean,
look,
there were like 3 different companies that had Victory Red or like or Montezuma Red, or just all Patriot Red, B-52 Bomber Red, like all these
crazy. I love
like
that.
red lipstick.
I love that. That's awesome. I mean, like,
yeah, but
there we go.
Yeah, it was like just myths about Hitler.
Yeah.
oh yeah. So, but my point was that I like through that I was like looking at some like quotes from him, and the shit that like, so he believed that women should follow the 3 K's, Kinder, children, kitchen, whatever the fuck that is in German, and church, which is like, fucking starts with a K in German.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, oh, cool. So JD Vance, great.
JD Vance and the Tate brothers and like all these other motherfuckers. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. That's exactly. I mean, yeah, if you no, I mean, like, again, if you're, I mean, hey y'all, like, if you're wondering like what, like, shit was like, where it's like, I wonder what it was kind of like for people, like, as that stuff was like on the rise in Germany. Just look around, you know what I mean? There's a lot of indecision. There's a lot of people telling people to just chill out,
Yeah,
like,
and
you're overreacting.
The fact that they want to use these guys and like the concept of like Americanism, Americana of like the World War II era, and be like, we want to be like that. Ooh, it makes me mad.
We
like,
gotta make it great again.
America
and
like
it's like
this again.
Cool. It's like cool. Does that mean a 91% tax rate for anybody for top earners?
Fuck me.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, I'm totally fine with that.
Let's go. Yeah, exactly. You know what?
I'm all about that action.
Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
I mean? Like the
if we could manage to hold on to any like kind of civil rights and also do some of
yeah, totally.
That'd be great.
I'm with it. Yeah,
I'm with it.
Great episode. I'm fucking bought in as fuck.
You're in?
Oh, I mean, like, it's one of those things where it's like, I was like, I don't know. It's strange that I've never seen this.
Listen, there are so many things that like I'm like, how did I not?
No, for sure.
How have I not watched that? Like,
well, right, whatever. No, and you actually, I think you'll really like that movie a lot. But But, like, yeah, I mean, I'm bought the fuck in, obviously. I mean, like, this is, you know, like, I was getting chills as, like, the music was kind of going on, and you're kind of, like, all of it's kind of, like, culminating in this thing. But but I do love, like, this, like, ratcheting ascent of just, like, stakes where, again, like, we're just kind of worried about this dickhead that we gotta, that, you know, that's fucking with us right now. And then, like, and then, you know, as it's sort of like moving along, and then it's probably, again, I think they kind of induced, I'm sure, like, how these guys felt, as in, like, like, it started out just, you know, like, very small, you're with your guys, you're learning how to do the things that you're supposed to be doing, and then all of a sudden you are now, like, a cog in this gigantic fucking wheel of this thing. And, like, and how, like, the intimacy and the enormity of, like, the thing at the same time. I think it's, like, they did a really, really, really great job with that, with the material. I like how, kind of, like, and this is very, very, like, kind of not Spielbergian, how unsentimental the stuff, like, it's got a lot of love on the screen, but it's not, like hyper sentimental in the way of, like, I don't know, like the way that the thing kind of moves and tries to imbue importance on it. You just kind of find your way within it. You know what I mean? Which I like a lot. You know, like, I think that they're inducing a lot of, you know, handheld documentary kind of style filmmaking and shit like that, which is very strong. And, like, you know, I just kind of buy. The only thing that's kind of, it would have been really sick to have watched this at the time, not knowing who any of these, because there's so many actors in here. And like, and not, it's not like breaking my immersion, but, like, you're just like, oh my god, it's Simon Pegg. Oh my god, it's the guy from fucking. Oh my god, it's you know, it's the dude from fucking Snatch. Like, oh shit, like, it's like there's so much of that happening. And again, this is not an issue, but it would just, like, I'm sure for a lot of people when this first aired 24 fucking years ago, like, this was some of the first that anybody had seen of these guys. Certainly of, like, most of the British cast and shit like that, you know. And so they're just, and that's what happens when you know, cast, like, a bunch of unknowns for the most part.
Well, what's funny is
this is just them, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So definitely the case for, like, American viewers.
Absolutely.
In the UK, all of these guys have definitely been on EastEnders.
Yeah,
you
right,
know?
or whatever.
So one of those shows
sure
where, like, it's like there's some shows in, like everybody's done SVU. You know, it's like
everybody's
that,
it's like, oh, I've seen
EastEnders
half these motherfuckers on Doctor Who at some point, you know, or whatever the fuck.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, impressive, great camera work, good immersion. I mean, like, the David Schwimmer, again, perfect for that role.
So
perfect.
Good. And we don't really, obviously, you know, he goes off, he doesn't come with us to Europe, so we don't really see him.
I wonder if I mean, it'd be wild if we.
I think we check back in with him.
Do we ever see him again? I wonder.
I feel like we do. I mean, but he, you know, like,
it'd be interesting because of. I mean, he is obviously, like, supremely crestfallen, like, when they take it away from him.
Yes.
But, like, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, listen, this is, like, literally, like, the most important fucking military, like, you know, action in
we need, like, our 18.
We, like, and you,
and, like, sir, are not Mr.
Right.
T.
It's like, now it's one of those things where it's like, and it was again, and I also like the fact that, like, they didn't fucking spoon feed it, but, like, what was it? Dale Dye, like, his whole I can't remember if I don't know if he's a
he's like the colonel,
sergeant or colonel. What the colonel was saying was, like, where he's like, he booted one guy, right? Bumped a bunch of other guys down.
Yeah, we saw one guy wash out. We saw that one guy get booted.
Yeah, and like, and how he just, like, it's like, I can't believe that you fucking do stuff.
Oh, the
like
mutiny moment.
Yeah, mutiny moment or whatever it is. But throws a little bit of the book at him. But that is a tell. That's a huge fucking tell.
He's like, how dare you do this? And he's like, all right, but actually,
yeah.
Like,
it had the desired effect.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if, like,
effect.
fucking 10 of your men have all, like, agreed that they're willing to genuinely put their lives on the line to say, we don't fucking trust this motherfucker. On the one hand, I have to stand behind my COs But on the other
we can't have a breakdown of the chain of command. And that's because that's the whole thing. Like, especially when you're, it's like, what is it, Behringer from Platoon? He goes like, when the machine breaks down, we break down, and that's the machine.
Yes.
I mean, like, and it is about turning you into like an instrument. You know what I mean? Like, of just constant state of acute, like, suspicious alertness and try and being able to think under pressure and shit like that.
Yeah, I had a manager at a retail place that I worked at many moons ago, and she pulled some fucking bullshit. And so I was acquainted with our district manager, and I went to the district manager and was like, she's pulling this bullshit. She was like, all right, I get that. We have to do this a different way. I can't formally like acknowledge that we're having this conversation in a certain way. Yeah, exactly.
But we got to be. But there's.
She was like, thank you for your concern. You need to go through the proper channels to do this. But I do know that like my situation. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like my situation was dealt with, and I was like, I know. Like, I don't want to do this.
Right.
If I had proper channels.
I've currently had to go through something very similar. Sure. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so like the we've all fucking been there. But I mean, I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
This is
excellent.
The details are there. There is literally. And also, this is again the time that this was made. This is like kind of like around the perfect. I think that there's a sweet spot talking about Lord of the Rings, like where there was the ones that really did it well from about 93 till about 2005, or I'd say, until you got to the point like where people would just be like, "Hey, computer, we'll just do it in the computer."
Yeah.
But where you had a nice little like this little baton handoff of like practical. Like on the the day like stuff.
I'm very much a like practical whenever possible and like CGI.
There's some shit that we just literally can't fucking do like without
we can't hang Damian Lewis out the side of a World War II and fly him through a thunderstorm at nighttime.
But like if you can get like But the thing about it is, it's like if you have at least a little bit of that material, like shot on the day, some of the stuff practically, it gives reference for the fucking animators for what to shoot for. I know what the light looks like hitting that thing on that set, and now I have something to emulate. Whereas if you're you get into the uncanny valley when they're just like, I'm just kind of winging it, like or whatever, and that's
we start defying the laws of physics.
Totally. And so like I think that I don't know. They're crushing it so far, and it's only episode 1. I'm totally fucking bought in. I'm obviously fucking white knuckled for this next one. It's gonna be intense as fuck. What?
I don't. Okay.
Spoilers.
Yeah. Without
World War II
trying
happens.
to spoil. Okay. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Please.
I am going to sob through this next episode.
I probably am too. I mean, like, I
started crying at the end of this episode.
No, I mean, like,
just reading that fucking and like
it's gonna
fuck Dwight Eisenhower, but like I was like.
I mean, absolutely. Well, no, but also he would. But I don't know. Like he was also like based. I mean, like he
no.
In a certain sense, where he was like he was the last one who was like, "Hey, military-industrial complex is fucked, y'all."
Yes.
That was like his final address.
Yes.
No, I know.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, well, no, it is that kind of. It's in that era where, where like these guys, I mean, like there's it's one of those things where it's like Teddy Roosevelt, warmongering, absolute fucking cocksucker.
So
also gave us like national parks. Gave us like all this.
Here's a concept that I think some millennials and like all of Gen Z has like no concept of, right? No concept of nuance.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
People are layered.
Yeah, they're layered. They get it right.
I guarantee you, every one of these guys who would like die for their CO and are going out to do the right thing would also be like, but I don't want to sit next to that black guy.
Yep,
like,
absolutely.
Like,
yeah. Oh, 100%.
Like, people
absolutely.
have nuance. Some of them. Guess what? Like Lewis or fucking or Winters rather.
Yeah.
You mean Lewis?
Yeah.
Angel. He's a Quaker. He'd be so cool.
Yeah.
You know he's not a racist, but like those Brooklyn guy. Hey, fucking money.
Wait, what do you mean? It's like, I don't want to fucking sit next to a fucking Puerto Rican. Hey, I'll do that, but not just don't see me next to a Puerto Rican. You know what I mean? Like, whatever.
Congrats. Get your nose out of my face.
No, 100%. You know what I mean? Like, and so, I think...
people are new, but like...
no, that's what I mean. It's
but
like...
that's also kind of what I like love about it all. Like, I was thinking about this as well, like, the last time... maybe in American history that we have seen or will ever see, like, America come together and like that this is us was after 9/11. Yeah. Right? And we've become so fractured now, and that was kind of what happened, right? Like Pearl Harbor happened. Right. And America was already feeling some kind of ways about like World War II, which had already kicked off. Right. But then Pearl Harbor, and now we're in it. Yeah. However, there were obviously and still are a lot of conspiracy theories about why 9/11 happened and how it happened. Bush did it. You know, like the government knew it was going to happen and allowed it to happen so that we could get into this war for oil, whatever. Right, of course. There are very similar conspiracy theories about Pearl Harbor. That, and I honestly kind of think like, yeah, no, that makes sense. Like, why were all of our ships at Pearl Harbor? Why was every fucking ship in the Pacific Fleet all gathered together while this war happened kicking off?
I think it was one of those things where it's like, kind of given the stuff that I've read and everything, it was one of those things where they're just like, this is a growing problem. We've done a world war before, and this is feeling very similar, and and at some point, like we don't know when they're going to
get in it, but we don't.
I think there's elements of that for sure. I mean,
we may never know the truth of like how much the U.S. government knew about the Japanese plans to like launch an attack on some part of the U.S. question mark. Being from Hawaii, I have a lot of interest in it, but like we may never know the true answer. But we didn't have the same level of like information dissemination. No, like. Whatever conspiracy theories were probably still happening, there was like the media was different. You couldn't just write in any old newspaper like, I think Roosevelt knew.
Because we had the fucking fairness doctrine. Because like it's like the shit had to be like, it's like you can't just lie on the airwaves.
You can't just make shit up. You can't just be like, I have this idea, this is the First Amendment thing, and I'm gonna say it as though it's true.
And also like insofar as like the fact that, because like if you had that weird conspiracy, you just had that weird conspiracy in your town, and that was just yours.
Or you could write a magazine about it.
Right.
But right. It's your fucking quiet
magazine.
Like
you can make like your own like legal. The first like punk ziners and shit like that.
Yeah, exactly. Bat Boy Lives equivalent.
But like you were just like, what it was it's like Scottsdale, Arizona. There's like 10 other guys that kind of think that the same thing. Now you just got to go on the right fucking Facebook page. And there's 500,000 people that are all in on the same shit. Yeah, exactly. And then that's where you metastasize that
this, like,
as your reality. You know what I mean? Like, and so
metastasize as your reality. I like that.
That's exactly what it is.
What
I mean,
it
like,
is,
and so I don't know. I mean, like it is one of those. There's a reason that we fucking like coasted on like the idea of this shit and this accomplishment for as long as we have, because everything else has kind of been like a bust. Like it's been
every war since this one has been a
total
fucking
theater
disaster.
Imperial bullshit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like in some form or fashion.
Even Homeboy right at the front of this was like, it wasn't like Korea or Vietnam. They attacked us. Yeah. Which would imply we attacked those motherfuckers.
Absolutely.
Which we did.
Yeah. Like, we stuck our nose in it. You know what I mean? Like exactly. I think it's gonna be crazy watching this thing. I love it.
I feel like the political climate that exists today could only take foot once all these guys were dead in the ground. There's genuinely
there's only like a handful
World War II veterans still alive because they snuck in at 14 and they're also now 108
and they're just one of those crazy like specimens where just like I'm just living for a long time.
God and my doctors both say I should be dead by now.
Right. Yeah, and you're just like, what's your secret? It's like, I smoke 3 cigars a day and I drink a fucking and I drink I eat 2 gallons of gallons of Thunderbird red wine a week. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
there's this he's a World War II vet, Black World War II vet, and they're just like, what? And he smokes constantly, drinks liquor every day, and just like, I don't know, like, and it's just one of those guys, like, it's just one of those dudes, and so like. Oh man, I mean, I'm bought in. Can't wait to rock the next one. I think it's going to be pretty intense. And if you guys want to see our reaction to that episode, and you guys want to get it right now, completely full and uncut, you guys can jump on the Patreon. You can be a part of Tank Top Company, like over there. But that's how you buy in, though. You know, you guys jump over there on the Patreon. It's the best way to support the channel. You guys get early and uncut access every time that we make a drop on YT. You guys get the next corresponding episode, completely full and uncut. So right now you get to rock episode 2 if you're watching this on YT. But if you can't do that, you still want to help us out, though, you can hit us with like, subscribe, ring the bell thingy, hit notifications for all, because those cunts and those algorithm cunts like won't fucking like. It's how you get notified of everything that we're doing.
In case you haven't seen, you maybe the
Who knows,
algorithm brought this to you because you like Band of Brothers, but maybe you also like anime. We do anime
a lot of other stuff.
We do other HBO show, like every other HBO show we're
absolutely,
doing.
100%.
Like,
Yeah, so like
covering a lot of shit.
We're covering a lot of stuff, so we hope you guys jump over on that. But thank you guys very much for hanging out with us, and we will check y'all later.